My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of A Way of Life. I've been a career and life coach for 8 years and an astrologer for 3. Our mission is to help people take control of their career future, whether to start a business or retirement, using astrology, strategies, and planning. Our vision is to provide a really clear idea of who you are, what you want, where you're going, and how to get there by making it a way of life.
Peace, 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 family. How are you all doing? Welcome, Taurus, to your May astrology. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of A Way of Life. I am a career and business coach using astrology. Today, I'm going to be talking about the astrology of May for the sign of Taurus because we are officially in eclipse season. And if you've been following me for a long time, you know I always go in on these videos so that you can be prepared for what's to come in your life. Now, I think that these eclipses we've already dealt with half the battle going through all that Capricorn energy since November, December, and January. Eclipses are always crazy, but I still feel like this is still dealing with a lot of that from back then because we currently have Pluto in retrograde and Mercury will go retrograde this month for a little bit of time. It's nothing major. And so this eclipse is touching back on a lot of what was coming up back then. And so please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every time we go live. And if you're looking for your weekly astrology sent to you every Saturday, a week in advance, on how to deal with life in general, please send me an email at info@awayoflife.net. All the information is in the description box below to get more information on that, family, so that you can stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. All right, so Taurus, you're still going to be heavily in the eclipse energy from April 30th, which was in your sign. So you're probably feeling this the most right now. There could have been a lot of sudden changes or like growth that you're really ready to embrace at this time because it was in your sign, it was in the first house, and this is typically to do with things about yourself. But because we've been in so much Pisces energy, I feel like it's all been internal, right? And so it might not be something readily like, you know, all these other planets are very surface level things, right? So I'm not saying you don't feel it because I definitely think you're feeling it, but you might not be able to see it. And I don't even think it's so much that people don't see it. They can feel it from a mile away. Like Taurus is different, like they're acting mad different, but they don't know what it is, right? It's one of those things that are undescribable. And so that could be like what's coming up for a lot of Tauruses right now, because you've been doing a lot of inner work. And Venus will enter your 12th house on May 2nd, which is more of the same energy. And so your values have transformed in some way, shape, or form, where you're just going to be continuously going inward to consider your personal values, your relationships, and your finances. And I'll be talking about this when I do the bigger video on the Taurus eclipse. So make sure you tune in for that as well, because you'll get more pieces to the puzzle, as well as Make sure you're listening not only to your rising sign, but your sun and moon sign as well, so that you can get a full, complete story of what's to come for you. And so I'll be talking about the fact that your values is your culture. It dictates your culture. And when you have good values and a good culture, it changes like the reasons why you buy things or what you use or spend your money on. It changes the way you approach relationships and even why you want relationships, right? And so your value system has been upgraded here, especially because these same areas were highlighted with all that energy that we was going over back in November, December, and January. And so you've already done a lot of internal work. And then Jupiter is going to enter the same area on May 10th, which is going to expand that on even a broader level, where you're broadening your mind and your worldview and your beliefs, your philosophies even here. This could include some kind of traveling that this happens through, or some type of education or spiritual practice that this happens through, or again, some kind of culture that you're studying, intrigued by, or that has completely changed you in some way. These are your morals and things like that have definitely been upgraded at this time. And so you're learning that your growth and knowledge has always been up to you. And then Mars enters this same area on May 24th, which is going to be like, this is my spiritual warrior sign. And so you're going to figure out that the power was always in you this whole time. And now you're trying to figure out how to direct this new power, right? To go with these new skills, outlook, views, morals, and values, right? And I think that's so beautiful and profound. Although, again, I'm not entirely sure that you can see it just quite yet. You feel it. Like I said, I think you are definitely feeling this, but because it's a lot of Piscean energy, it's one of those things where you don't really see right off the bat. Yeah, I feel like there's so much more that I can say about that, but I'm gonna keep it peace. I'm gonna keep it peace. So, now Mercury will go retrograde on May 10th in your second and first house as well. And Mercury is in its own sign of Gemini, making this very powerful but short, right? Because it'll only go retrograde in Gemini until May 22nd. And then it'll go back into Taurus, which is where it's currently at right now, and it'll be retrograde in Taurus until the first week of June. And so what I really like about this is that, again, we are reevaluating, revisiting anything from the past that we might have felt like didn't work out through November, December, and January, right? There was definitely a lot of blockages, slow energy, stuckness, stagnant energy, right? And so there could be a lot of this is how I'm viewing this, because it's 12th house stuff, right? I mean, it's first house stuff, so this is you, right? Yeah, you again, just internalizing who you are, who you want to show up as, your branding, if it's not you, or like weight loss or anything to that nature, or your clothing, your style, hair, makeup, all those types of things. If it's none of those things, this is your branding or rebranding, your website, profile, website, social media page. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. or just how you communicate, thinking things, how you make decisions. Your thought process is different. Your communication, I think I said that. Your writing, um, studying, learning, what you learn, why you're learning it. Um, again, sales, marketing, branding. This could also be with things around your siblings, cousins, neighbors, and whatever you do in your community, or how you go about running your errands and things of that nature. Now, this could be car issues and all the typical exes coming back and device communication BS coming up with Mercury retrograde. We're not going to be able to avoid that, unfortunately. So it's a lot of miscommunication. So double check all your messages and things that you send out always 3 times before you send it. But those are the basics, right? And because this is also happening in the financial house, again, you're being mindful internally, intuitively about lies, deceit, addictions around how you use your money, who you give your money to, who you invest your time into. This could be a health issue with Pisces stuff, right? Or I've traveled. Again, maybe you're thinking about traveling or going somewhere, and this is something that you're thinking about investing in. So when it comes back in retrograde Taurus, second house, again, savings, budgeting, buying a big ticketed item, or buying what you need instead of what you want, right? Very Taurian here. You could definitely be doing a lot more going out. Be careful for excessive eating, overeating, overspending with Jupiter. But for the most part, again, your worldview, beliefs, and philosophy is changing on a drastic level. And again, you could have been studying some type of culture, and that's where this mindset is coming through, or learning something around culture. And that's where this mindset is, this new mindset is coming through, if it's not actual long distance travel, both long distance or short distance, honestly, with Mercury and Jupiter. Maybe you're studying abroad. This can definitely be something of that nature as well. But definitely leveling up in your values for sure. This might be the time to ask for a raise, to raise your prices on your products, and anything that you was working on in the past that didn't go right. Again, now would be the time to consider that, look it through, and see what you want to do with it, or if you want to give it another try. Definitely reviewing your budget, but your personal power is changing, and how you show up in the world is changing on a pretty big way. And then on May 16th, we have the Scorpio eclipse square Saturn. And so, seriously, anytime we have an eclipse with Saturn energy, that's in a square. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not going to be easy, right? That's just the truth. But it also depends on where in your journey you're at with this, right? Because I see this as you getting serious about your relationships. This could be a breakup if you have been in a relationship for a long period of time and you feel like they're not honoring your new glow up or matching your energy. And that's not going to be easy. I'm just going to keep it. I mean, this is Scorpio energy. It could be somebody that's like super obsessed with you. This is, this could get real dark, right? And I'll let you use your imagination with that, right? It's not going to be fun though. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to work out. I'll say that. If you're single, this could be difficult, but not difficult because you have a lack of options. Oh, no, no, no. Not with Venus and Jupiter here. Absolutely not. You're going to have a slew of people coming at you, right? And the problem is going to be that you've leveled up. You've learned all these new values and this new culture and purpose in life, right? And if they don't match the you that you're trying to move forward to, yet you're not going to be bothered with them. In fact, I don't think you're going to be interested in any kind of relationships at this point in your life until about June, July. And you'll have the support for relationships to continuously come in like this for the next 18 months. So I wouldn't rush. I definitely wouldn't start to feel like, oh my God, if I don't take one, does that mean that I'm going to lose out? No. And that's why Saturn's here, because Saturn's going to be in the back of your ear every time you accept something that you don't like, and it's going to be turmoil. You're going to get a shaky foundation. It's going to show you the cracks and the decisions that you're making, right? And so don't ruin all the hard work that you've been doing by accepting something because you feel that's that lack mentality. Saturn's like, I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy. Oh my God. When I was doing this reading, I was thinking about like how this energy is going to feel for Taurus, and it's like a boost up. Like I feel like it's going to be like every time you tip a new level of internal work. You know how like if you've ever played the Super Mario Brothers, every time they hit like a a new level, they level up, or like a mushroom or a coin or something like that. It's like a boost of energy. Like that's how I feel this energy is going to be like for you. Don't judge me. These are the things that come up in my head, and that's how I was feeling this energy is going to feel. Every time you do something, it's going to be like, oh my God. But so you will find that right person. I can guarantee it. This could also be a stressful business partnership that you have that you need to let go of, and it's not going to be easy. But you are going to get through it. It could be a lot of power struggles and back and forth about like competitive, with that Aries energy coming in. I'm sorry. I don't have the time for it. Compare and compete. That's not a partnership. Sorry. And so you could really be like dealing with this type of energy, and like, I think this is a lot more disappointment than it is anything else. You went into this thinking this was going to be the right partnership for you for whatever reason, and now you're probably learning and seeing all the red flags, and so you will do what you need to do to get rid of it, but I just don't think it's going to be easy. I don't. But you will get past it. And then you have this could also be things around changing psychological pattern and conditioning from childhood, as well as psychological stuff like studying counseling or using the divinations to help you with this, or any esoteric knowledge. This could also be you getting more, I don't want to say strict, but structure, right? Because that's what Saturn wants, more structure with your finances and how to invest in things that pay you back. It could be actual people, places, and things, but definitely with your money as well. So you're not just making money to pay your bills and live your life. This wants you to invest in something that's going to give you money back, pay you while you sleep type of energy. And so figuring that, how to do that, understanding how to do that and grow within that, which is why you might need to raise your prices. Just something to think about and consider. Yeah, I think that covers about, or this is actual just counseling, or something going on with a parent or authority figure. Your responsibilities and maturity here. And then you have the Gemini new moon happening on May 30th. And so you'll have the green light with all those Mercury retrograde themes that came up from May 10th through the first week of, well, actually, let's just stick to May 10th through the 22nd. We'll just say it like that. So yeah, I think that about covers it up. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions or you want more information on how to get your weekly astrology, please, again, family, don't hesitate to reach out. Peace.